Hello students, welcome to Shri Siddh Vidyapeeth School. I hope you are all doing good and staying safe from this COVID-19. So students, today we are going to discuss the question and answers of the poem Courage. In this poem, we read the different dimensions of the courage. How can we fight our situations with courage? So let's begin the question and answers. On page number 59, reading comprehension, right below the poem, next page, answer these questions in 30 to 40 words each. When is courage called strength? Courage is called strength when you can stand up when it may be easier to fall down. What does having conviction make you do? Conviction makes you explore new horizons, though it may be easier to believe what you have been told. When are we motivated to be honest? What do we not do then? We are motivated to be honest when we are courageous. We do not look the other way then. How does courage help us to shape our world? Courage gives us the will and the determination to shape our world. When do we stop criticizing others around us? We stop criticizing others around us when we realize that we ourselves are not perfect. Courage can place us at the top of the mountain. What does the poet mean by this? The poet means that the courage can make you achieve great heights. Move on to next one. B. Describe in a paragraph of not less than 80 words how the poet successfully shows by providing various examples that courage is finally the freedom of the mind, body and soul. Courage is ultimately the freedom of the mind, the body and the soul. Courage gives strength and determination to the mind to explore new horizons and the will to stand firm when it is easier to give up. It instills in us that the desire to be honest and makes us free to move forward instead of being steeped in self-pity. It gives us the freedom to shape our own destiny, not look to somebody else to do it for us. We realize we are not perfect and thus stopping criticizing others. Most importantly, it gives us the freedom to move forward, develop the power to lead instead of following meekly. It makes us achieve greater things when it may be easier to stay on the ground. It has such a solid foundation that it never makes you flounder or stumble. It never makes you lose your self-esteem or wallow in self-pity. It thus empowers your mind, body and soul. Move on to next one. Read these lines and answer the questions that follow. It is feeling happy and alive and moving forward when it's easier to feel sorry for ourselves and stay. What does it refer to here? It here refers to courage. What does the poet mean by moving forward? By moving forward, the poet means going ahead in spite of any failures or setbacks we may have faced. What happens when you feel sorry for yourself? What emotion does one experience then? When you feel sorry for yourself, you are not able to motivate yourself to achieve great things. You stop progressing because you think you are incapable of achieving what you set out to do. You experience a feeling of despair and depression. Second one. The foundation of courage is solid, the rock that doesn't roll. Why does the poet say the foundation of courage is solid? The poet says the foundation of courage is solid because it doesn't make you waver or feel uncertain. It makes you determined to go ahead with what you want. To what is courage compared in these two lines? Courage is compared to a solid rock in these lines. What do you understand by the last line? The last line means that being courageous makes you experience freedom of the mind, the body and the soul. We have the freedom of mind to explore, the freedom of the body to attempt the impossible and achieve it, And when we have the freedom of the soul to have a sense of integrity and realization of our own imperfections. So students, here are the solutions for the poem Courage. I kindly request you all to note it in your class note copy, read it, learn it by heart it. If you have any doubts regarding this poem, you can ask me. I am going to clear it out in the next video.